What is up guys, it's your boy Khaos or Gunso or whatever, and welcome back to the channel. First of all, I want to say huge thanks for the overwhelming support on the last video, which is the Hoia Baciu investigation. It's crazy, I'm really proud of the video, and I'm really thankful that you guys also enjoyed how it turned out. Now, about that video, there were some interesting things that happened. Yes, we didn't get the most compelling amount of evidence, sure, but some odd things still happened. And I kind of wanted to rewatch them and see if I can watch them with a new perspective. I basically haven't seen the footage since I edited the video. This is kind of like a post-mortem from BuzzFeed Unsolved or the reaction videos that TFIL/Overnight do, basically. So I'm just gonna watch some things and talk about them. So without any further ado, this is the first out of 7 clips that I chose. So this happened right when we got into the forest, maybe 10 minutes into the actual forest. It was the weird creaking sound, the cat meowing sound. I didn't actually hear that while recording, while we were walking. I heard something completely different, and on camera it sounds like a cat, but I didn't see any cats. I know about some forests that tend to be more filled with cats for some reason compared to stray dogs, but this one doesn't seem to be the case. We actually haven't seen any animals besides 2 deers maybe, but that's it. So the cat sound was definitely weird. As I said, I kind of heard a creaking sound to my left. Now, while yes, this audio is mono, I couldn't tell if it was coming from the right or the left, but still I didn't hear this while recording, which was weird. And it sounds exactly like a cat meowing. The next one was also a bit of a weird one, and I'm talking about the engine rattle or the chainsaw. We're just going that way.
That's an engine. That's a chainsaw.
That was a bit weird because we heard this a few times and it was coming from the direction that we were going to, which was from the circle, the Poiana Rotunda. But we didn't see anyone, and the sound sounded like it was coming from the exact same distance every time. So I don't know if it was an actual chainsaw, an ATV maybe, someone was walking or rather cruising through the forest the way we were coming towards it, and he was going further, kind of walking with us. So that was weird. I don't know what to say. It was interesting at least. Now the third one, this is the EMF, and I want to talk about it for a little bit. And this was the very first EMF question. Dacă e cineva aici. It spiked instantly to 2 or 3. I didn't even finish asking the question and it started going crazy. The thing with the EMF, since the forest doesn't have any EMF contamination, there are no electronics in the forest or nearby it. The closest maybe are some houses, but that's even a good amount of distance away. We only had our phones on us and the watches. The second one also involves EMF, and this one is actually kind of interesting. We still cannot explain it, and this is when my camera, this one, showed me the no battery icon. And what made it weirder was the EMF spiking right when I was about to say that my camera battery is acting up. Before setting the camera on the tripod, nothing happened, so my battery just dropped. And as I said that my battery just dropped, the EMF stopped completely. It was kind of a build-up, and as I started saying that, oh, my battery died, basically, it just stopped. Like nothing happened. My battery just dropped. So that was definitely weird. The coincidence, if that were my cousin's phone, okay, sure. But the camera doing this, that was weird. And it's not the only battery that drained that night. My flashlight's battery got exhausted super quickly during the night. It was fully charged, and we only spent like 40 minutes, maybe an hour in the Poiana Rotunda, while my cousins had no problems. And by the way, we have the exact same flashlight. His battery was full. Mine was completely drained. Barely had any juice in it. And I also replaced the batteries in it, and it also got drained super fast. But then again, I'm not gonna compare an actual chode of a battery with 3 AAA batteries. So honestly, I don't know what to make of it. The next clip is probably the most weird out of all of them, and not just creepy weird, like paranormal weird, but we still have no idea what that was, and I'm talking about the low bass sound, which is this one. Okay, there's a weird, I don't know if the camera picks it up, it's like a really low frequency hum. So first of all, if you watch the video on a phone or on a laptop with no headphones, please rewatch that part. with headphones on. This is how the audio waveform looks like, by the way. So you can see how powerful that sound was, even through this cheap mic that I have on the camera. I don't know what was the source of the sound. The only possible explanation that we have is either a helicopter that was further away, that we couldn't actually hear the propellers or something. I can't say for sure. It was definitely not a plane because we would have seen it and heard it as well. If you watch the video, you know that there was an airplane flying over us because I did the funny sad plane noise thing, whatever. So you could tell that was a plane. So I really don't think that was a plane. Maybe a helicopter, but still, that was weird because the sound was kind of oscillating, going up like whatever, and that was really weird. The next one is the bang sound.
Makar.
Switch. Switch.
Să este un bang din colo, înainte de cricket. Să este un
Okay, moving on. In the recording, especially if you're listening on a phone or on, once again, a laptop, it kind of sounds like a footstep, like a heavy footstep. But if you listen closely with headphones on and some decent headphones so you can actually hear the bass, you can hear it's more aggressive than a footstep. The mic audio has no frequencies under 100 Hertz. So there's no real bass in the audio, which is still weird because it sounds heavy. Truthfully, it's overlapped with my cousin speaking, so that was a bit unfortunate, but you can still hear it. And the thing was, I was the only one hearing it, weirdly enough, and it came from that way, basically. Like, I was pointing behind us all the way into the forest. We didn't see no lights, we didn't hear any ATVs or bikes or nothing, no one but us. So I don't know what was the source of the sound. The only other possible explanation would be a train station. There is a train station in Baciu, which is basically the town that the forest is in or near. The way we were situated, right? So I was sitting like this. That was the direction of the sound. Baciu was that way. We know it was that way because we could hear the train sometimes. So that was weird. And the very last clip that I have is really just basically nothing. I just kind of wanted to, just throw it out there and maybe you guys also have an opinion on this. But this was the SLS footage. So once again, if you don't know what the SLS is, traditionally when talking about ghost hunting, an SLS camera basically looks like my laptop. It's a tablet that has Windows on it and it's hooked up to a Kinect from an Xbox 360. And with the Kinect, you can actually detect shapes, kind of like what I showed you in the video. There's nothing to fake with a Kinect because it's strictly picking up patterns. Same goes for the app, because I know some people really despise apps. And I understand why. Most of them are made specifically for entertainment purposes. If some people advertise them as something else, that's besides the point. But in this case, the GhostTube apps, they have nothing to fake because they are strictly showing what the phone picks up. The electromagnetic fields, because the phone has a sensor, and as far as I know, it uses the sensor for the GPS or the compass, while the SLS in my phone's case, it has a LiDAR camera, which is whatever technology from Apple. It basically uses infrared to see different things. In my case, it uses it for facial recognition, so it unlocks my phone, Face ID. As I said, there's nothing to fake. If you see something, it doesn't mean that it's a ghost or something else. It's simply picking up patterns. And let me demonstrate once again. This is what my phone sees right now. It's picking up basically patterns in the tripod. It looks like a man dancing, the two people on the poster, so you get the idea. Although in this case, and that's why I wanted to give all of these disclaimers, sure, it might be a false positive, but it's still kind of weird for two reasons. First of all, like the Kinect or the SLS camera, as far as I know, it detects anomalies and sometimes they play a sound. It kind of gives you a warning like, oh, we detected an anomaly. Yeah, I was pointing it at 3 branches. They could easily be mistaken by the app. It only happened once. And afterwards, when I showed my cousin and my friend and the tripod, it didn't play the sound. So the app knew that those weren't anomalies. So why was the 3 branch an anomaly? And why did it disappear so quickly? You'd think it would keep on detecting it since, oh look, there's a human figure, so I'm gonna keep tracking it. And even after I panned and then I came back to it, it never showed it again. So why not? It's not like the 3 branches moved, so the phone couldn't pick it up again. So that was definitely something interesting. I don't think it was concrete evidence of something supernatural, but still something to think about, even if just for like 10 seconds. kind of keep it in mind, you know? But that was basically it. These are some of the highlights from the video. Sadly, we didn't get any EVPs. I was expecting maybe some disembodied voices. That would have been great. We also didn't have the spirit box with us, so it looks like actual garbage, but it isn't. It looks like this right now because I don't have a case for it. It's gonna get 3D printed soon, so leave me alone. But it's basically an Arduino board with an FM chip and some code that just makes it sweep the radio constantly, exactly like a spirit box. It's powered by an external battery, which I duct taped, and then this China speaker, which if I turn it on,
Bluetooth mode, carry,
is really hilarious.
paired,
And if I set it to the aux mode,
line in mode,
and if I plug the actual spirit box in,
power off,
you get it. It sweeps the radio frequencies. Also, talking about things that I expected to happen, or at least wanted to happen, was the microphone interference. I might know why they didn't happen, because I have seen videos of other people investigating in Hoia Baciu, and there was some interference present. But the thing was, I'm not sure, this is just a theory, but my microphone is not battery powered, so it just plugs in straight into the camera and that's it. But still, interference can happen on regular microphones as well. Built-in microphone in the camera, still didn't happen. Kind of disappointed, but hey, I'm definitely gonna return there one day and investigate other parts of the forest, because we still haven't been to the actual crooked trees, so we'll definitely do that sometimes in the near future, hopefully. But yeah, that's about it with this small reaction video. I want to know what you guys think of the clips that I showed you. If you agree that, yeah, they are weird and there's nothing more to them than this, but I'm really curious. And once again, huge thanks for the support and for watching the video and liking it and commenting and enjoying it in general. It was a really fun thing, and I really look forward to doing it more. Not to spoil anything, but I have at least 2 or 3 more locations that I'm gonna go to soon. But yeah, thank you for watching. It was your boy Khaos, or Gunso, or whatever. Call me what you like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.